This should be it. Okay. Finally. A place where I can relax. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I must have the wrong cabin or something. I thought this was cabin 403. It is? Hold on. Did I read my ticket wrong or something? No. No, it clearly says. And the door. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but would it be okay if I checked your ticket too? I just, want to make sure. Huh. Yeah? 403. Yeah, that says 403. But they said this was the only cabin still empty at the booth. No, it's fine. You bought your ticket way before I did, probably. I mean, this is my fault for getting my ticket so last minute, if anything. You have way more right to this cabin than I do. And if you got a single, then that probably means you'd prefer to be left alone. And I don't want to ruin your trip, so I will, find an empty seat somewhere or something. Maybe in the cafe. I'm sure they'll let me sleep there if I explain. Dangerous. Well, I guess, but it can't really be helped. It's my fault for being so impulsive after all, so... I mean, I suppose you're right. It's a clerical error on the part of the train company, but without it, I wouldn't have been able to get on the train at all. So, I don't really mind sleeping on a bench if that's what it takes. Huh? Stay. Sorry, I just don't know how good of an idea that is. I mean, the whole stranger danger thing. I mean, I do appreciate the offer. I really do. I just don't know how, logistically, what would be, No, you don't make me uncomfortable. I mean, you look trustworthy, and I don't want you to think that I suspect you'd do anything weird. I just also don't know you very well. And I would feel really bad about making you deal with my mess. And... God. This was a bad idea. I knew this was a bad idea. I'm impulsive for once in my whole life. And of course, this is what I get. I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry, Sit? Yeah. I should try to calm down. You're right. Is it really okay for me to be here? Okay, well, if you're certain, I'll stay for a little bit, just until you get tired, and then I'll go find a place to sleep. It's nothing, really. I was just kind of looking forward to this experience a lot. So to have such a wrench thrown into the works is kind of disappointing. Yeah, I mean, overnight trains? They're something magical, I think. I've never really been on one before, but I've always wanted to, ever since. God, you're gonna think I'm so stupid. Well, I have this mindfulness app. You see, when I got it, I thought it might help me be a little happier. Make the most of what I had, where I was, who I was. And, I mean, of course, I realized that, well, an app isn't going to solve an issue like that. No wellness guru is going to talk you out of feeling stuck by making you look at your phone for half an hour each day. But they had this meditation feature for sleepless nights, kind of to help out with insomnia, which I tend to struggle with a little bit. I mean, it just kind of boils down to them using ambient noise and little meditative sweeps to calm you down. And this old man with a voice like an old library or an oak tree or something ancient and wise, I don't know. He talks to you about what it's like to be there, to be somewhere else, somewhere calm and serene and magical. Liminal. Only somewhat distantly connected to reality. One of the stories they have has to do with an overnight train. One that traveled through an endless night, much like this one. It was warm and comfortable, just like this cabin. And it went on and on and on, forever forward. The destination didn't matter, and no one on the train really cared about the endpoint. What mattered was that it took you somewhere different. Without you ever having to move your feet, it would ferry you away to somewhere new, somewhere distant, where the air would taste different and you could start all over again. I'm not sure why I'm waxing poetic about this out of nowhere. Oh God, why am I telling all this to some beautiful stranger on a train? This is not how I expected things to go. I guess it was stupid to expect too much, but beautiful. Yes. I'm sorry, that just kind of slipped out. I just, well, you are very attractive, as I'm sure you're aware. Honestly, it feels a little like you stepped straight out of that meditation app. You have this really otherworldly, calm presence to you. Not that that's a bad thing. It's really fascinating. I mean, it feels a little unreal to be talking to you like this, you know? Like, oh my God, who killed me and sent me to heaven? Am I right? I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you. You really don't mind me talking about all this weird poetic stuff? I know I can kind of go off on tangents, and you're very easy to talk to, so... Okay. That must be the refreshment cart. Huh? Do I want anything? Oh, I don't think I can afford to get anything right now. I haven't withdrawn any money yet, and even then, I need to be a little frugal. treat me. You really don't have to. It's okay. I'm already intruding on your space. I don't want you to feel like you have to show me any hospitality or... If you insist. A hot chocolate would do wonders right now, actually. Thanks. Oh, yeah, I just have the backpack with me. I didn't really think about packing much more than the essentials in the moment. Yeah, you could say this was an impulse decision. If you asked me, the first one I've made in a long time. Do you travel like this often? I mean, long distances like this. Ah, that's cool. It's my first time. Traveling so far away from home. It is exciting, I guess. In a way. I'd be quicker to call it terrifying, honestly. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just made a decision, and I'm hoping that it'll carry me through to whatever my destination will be. Where am I headed? That's a good question. I don't really know. Away, I guess. I'm hoping the overnight train will take me somewhere good, where the air will taste different. I think I've been stuck for a while. Trapped. Not literally, mind you. I have a good life, I think. It's not like I'm being kept there. No bad people or things pushing me down. No severe money troubles. I have a few friends, a pretty stable job, a roof over my head, and food on my plate. Which is why I guess it feels really weird to feel so suffocated. I guess I'm running away. Yeah. Normally, when you think of people running away, you think about like some dramatic, explosive divorce or some really screwed up family drama or some kind of debt with some really bad people. Maybe I do watch too many movies. Yeah. But I don't know. It feels so strange. It feels like, of all people, I don't really deserve to run away from what I had. I should be happy. I should feel lucky. My life was easy, stable, reliable. But it also felt empty. I've been in that city my whole life. Never once have I set foot outside of it. Maybe on a school trip one time. But I've repressed most of my high school memories, honestly. Oh, they weren't bad memories or anything. I was just the most cringy, moody teenager, and I don't like thinking about all the dumb stuff I said. Because the secondhand embarrassment will put me in an early grave. I guess we all have memories like that, huh? I guess. I guess I felt like I was blending into the background. Have you ever felt that way? Like you could melt into the wall, be part of the furniture, and no one would really even miss you. Sorry, I don't mean to be dark. That's just how I felt. I would wake up, eat because my body needed it, commute to work alongside hundreds of other blank-faced people, work and make money because I needed to live, try to keep my bosses happy, go home, lie on the couch for the rest of the night, watch a Ghibli movie or something, and then go to bed. The same routine every day. Nothing ever changing. Nothing ever feeling any different. I would never take any risks. Never make any impulsive decisions. The most daring decision I make was trying a new type of chocolate bar at the company vending machine. The only risk there was wasting $1 on a shitty chocolate brand. I just needed something different. Anything different, you know? You know, it feels really good finally saying it out loud. I am not happy. I want something new. It feels really good to admit it to myself, especially after avoiding it for so long. Now? You know what? Oddly enough, I don't feel stuck right now. I feel kind of content. Yeah, I mean, by all common logic, I should be panicking. I spent a ton of money on a last-minute ticket that didn't even matter, on a train to God knows where, having minimal supplies, no plan, no final destination. I'm in a cabin with a complete stranger, exposing my soul to them for no reason other than their smile was more real than any I've seen in months. Sorry, that slipped out again. Yeah, I mean, you're so colorful. That's a weird compliment, I know. It's just that compared to the gray monotony, you are such a surprise. You feel like something entirely new for some reason. It's like you're not just another masked stranger going through the motions like everyone else. I felt like the world was made of plastic for months. And you're the first person that's felt real, I guess. God, you must be so freaked out right now. I'm sorry for being so weird this whole time, even after you bought me hot chocolate and everything. Oh shit, my hot chocolate, I guess I gotta drink it before it gets cold. Still hot? Why are you laughing? Cute. Oh, wow, thanks. That's very sweet of you. You think I feel real too? I mean, I'm not sure about that. I've done the same thing over and over for months, if not years. I doubt I can be that interesting. I mean, yeah. I guess it's interesting to drop everything and get on a random train. But I think that's mostly interesting to a psychologist. I'm sure they'd have a field day psychoanalyzing this mess. And they'd write a whole journal about it. The dangers of monotony, or the magnetism of trains, or what happens when you make a little freak work in an office job for several years straight without putting any enrichment in its enclosure. No, sure you'd read it. No way you read scientific journals for fun. Sure. And I'm a fallen angel. I don't agree. That was meant to be. Never mind. Hey. Thanks again for this. I don't know how much I need to keep saying it, but I really am grateful. You don't know me at all, and still you sat and listened to me ramble like a maniac for ages. It's really kind.